From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here we go. Line 20.
Let's go, baby.
Zoo. Hey, Zoo.
43. Mike's 43.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ric Flair.
43's the Mike. All day, dog.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Cut. 180.
SOS.
Super one. Go, 12. Let's go.
57.
6 turtles up.
To throw is gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready? 52's the Mike. Check, 52's the Mike. Go, go. Let's go, defense.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target. 3rd down here. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Anderson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Anderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Murray going to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. first down is Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
180.
Bring it. Bring it. Pick the edge. Pick the edge.
Shell.
On first down, gone. Being chased out left. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
35's the mic.
2 for 66.
35, Mike, 35. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
From the 50, it's gone. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Right there. Down to lose one. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Big edge. Switch. Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hold on. Check.
Watch the twist. Watch that. Watch the safety creep. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Bang.
Cooper.
Bang.
Gurley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
38-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Cut. Right 20. Hey, 76. 76. 76.
58, come on. 9.
Hey, lift. 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 Hey, tonight.
On 2nd and 12. Goff. That's taken in. Complete to Reynolds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Back, back, back.
Motion.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season.
Cut. Right 20.
Touchdown, defense.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
4 down.
Orange.
42.
Hey, Alpha.
43's the mic. Let's go.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. That'll be caught by Cup. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go. 180.
3 bar.
Out. Hey, get him. You got him.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
57.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Check 15.
Take it.
They get it to him running left. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
C.J. Anderson past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. C.J. Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Shell.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Value 3.
57's Mike.
Hey, Shell.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
We go. 76.
Hey, it's our house.
Out of the gun. Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Strip that ball. Hey, check.
We're good. We're good.
Hey, me and you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
We go side. 180. DC.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hatchet. I got him. On me.
Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in. Quarter number 2. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Murray. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Murray now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Arizona.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
He's coming. Check in. Switch up. Check 43.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Murray now on first down. This one caught by Isabella. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Push him back. Tighten up. 81.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Goff now to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Oh, yeah!
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
80 weapons.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
20.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 24.
Again they run with Gurley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
From the 31, Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing hustle.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
My 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 22-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
49, check 49. Check
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Jim, Jam.
Ric Flair.
6'6", bullet high.
Turbo set.
Here's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
12.
Gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
43's a mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hey, orbit.
Check 6 guys.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Anderson a 1st down and more. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Mix the score, Cardinals 24, Rams 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. He's checking.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you.
Hey, exit. Orange.
Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it again with Anderson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Gurley. 74 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. A loss of 2 there, second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Dodges him at the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's Isabella open on the right side. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Cards, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles,